Aries, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and then we will take a look into the events coming up for you in the next few months. Let's now start with your main energy. Okay, your first message today is don't let pride get in your way. This message could apply to you, Aries, or to the person you're dealing with. But overall, we see that there is a wall in between you and someone right now. A wall in between what you think the situation is about and what the situation really is about. When you deal with someone who has a lot of pride, it's next to impossible to really know how they truly feel, because they tend to hide a lot. And what we are looking at here is just a collection of disappointments, a collection of situations where perhaps people took from you without ever giving back, making you build that layer of protection, that shield called pride. You might be thinking now, I don't want to be the one who gives and gives without receiving. You know what? I don't want to care anymore. But the truth is that someone here still cares. And we need to look into this message in order to understand the implications of this energy. So let's do that. Let's do 3 shuffles and let's begin with your reading, Aries. Okay. Oof. Yep. Okay. What we see right away, especially with the 6 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, is someone who overall feels abandoned, left out in the cold, feeling completely out of control in this situation, not being able, in fact, to control the outcome and control themselves for that matter. This person could be you or someone you were dealing with in the past, but overall we see how somebody is feeling out of character, not knowing what to do with themselves, not knowing what to say at the moment, just wishing that they could wake up and realize that it was just a bad dream. This 2 of Pentacles that also is showing up here is suggesting that there is a shift already happening or about to happen soon. This is an energetic shift. Someone who up to this point has done very little to keep the situation afloat, and that now is going to start working for this, trying perhaps to move back towards it. Whereas the other person, I see that right now, is just too tired to fight, too tired to fight what now they perceive as a losing battle. Again, energies go both ways. This could be you or the other person, but I do sense that most of you are the person who's just too tired to keep fighting with this 5 of Pentacles, wanting to just let go of this heavy burden from the past, 6 of Cups, and just finally finding yourself again. Is it easy to do? Probably not, but you know right now more than ever before that is necessary. How many times can you let someone disappoint you? How many times can you build expectations when those expectations are constantly let down? Right here, when you think about the other person, I see you wondering, how many times am I going to pretend that this has a chance to really work out? I need to start taking responsibility for my own happiness, and that's that. But again, there is a level of confusion from both sides, Because at the end of the day, whether there is hurt or not, neither of you are fully ready to let go yet. You might be thinking, you know what? I'm not ready, but I'm going to wait it out. Because every time that I go back to this, I just end up postponing an outcome that eventually has to happen. I got so much mental clarity from you, Aries. It's not about not knowing what to do for you. It's about wishing that you wouldn't have to do it. Wishing that things just played out differently. And that for once, you could really trust this person, rely on them without fears and doubts. The two of you might have had a long history together, or if it hasn't been that long time wise, I definitely feel like it has. And when situations like these end, it's hard to remind you who you were before this chapter of your life. That's the only reason why you might feel conflicted right now, Aries. At least one of the main reasons. Now, in the heart of the reading, the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. But I also see the Sun right here, which I actually love. Now, as far as the other person goes, Aries, I truly pick up on someone who's going through hell right now, who's going through a hard time as well. It does not matter how long ago this happened. Emotionally, it has been just a couple seconds ago. This is someone who's now realizing that they haven't hurt you alone. They've also hurt themselves as well. Someone who has to live with the fact that they're not with a person who they still care about. And on top of that, knowing that they brought this on themselves. This Sun is definitely indicative as to why they're not able to move on at this time. The memories that they still have for you are way too powerful to allow them to pretend that they're not connected to you anymore. This person hasn't deleted a picture of you, nothing at all. They still have everything. And sometimes they find themselves just scrolling through all the memories and ending up even more stuck than they were before. There is something in particular that they cannot let go of. It feels like what they can let go of is a memory. Perhaps the memory where you first met. There is a first here, something that talks about an old beginning. Definitely one of those situations where things happen quick. Look at this Sun and Knight of Swords. Very fast moving energy because it felt right at the moment. At first, perhaps this was love at first sight. Something that felt too good to be true, but that was true, at least back then. They keep remembering how you stole their heart the first time that they saw you, the first time that they saw your face. And as you can tell by my words, they're feeling very emotional about this still right now. And that's why we've started seeing this shift up there with the Two of Pentacles. Because this person right now really wants to fix things, to make amends for what they have done. Now, I don't immediately see them moving towards you. I don't see that type of movement at all, which is telling me that either something has to happen before they actually make that move, or perhaps they're wanting to fix things and make amends by leaving you alone. Someone here might be realizing that you're just too good for them, and that perhaps the best thing they can ever do is walking away and not putting you in a situation where you have to be reminded of everything that they have done to you in the past. It's definitely a conflicting situation that it's still very much up in the air. Nothing is yet set in stone, and these energies, these intentions keep changing actually every single day. Now, next we have the King of Cups, the Two of Wands. Now we see it. Two of Wands, Three of Wands, and Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so first of all, Two of Wands, Three of Wands right after, we see that there is some sort of countdown here after all. Something that this person is planning to do with the Two of Wands, whether it's going to be coming back, send an apology, try to fix things, communicate to you that they still care, or whether it is them fully walking away without turning back this time. Obviously, this is something that it's taking them out of their comfort zone and something they are scared to do. But the stagnation of these energies, it's starting to be even more painful than the movement that has to come afterwards. There are now two dots on a map, and they're very far, very distant from each other, geographically, emotionally. These two dots might represent each one of you, or might represent the past and the future. And when this 301's energy will come in, an energy that talks about movement, the two dots are going to get either farther away from each other, or they're going to start moving closer and eventually overlap once again. But whatever that might be, you're both going to move to the next phase, that's for sure. So that you can finally leave the past in the past without keep living it over and over again in the present. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is coming up as well, and this means that whatever is going to happen, and which we'll find out about as soon as we start clarifying, it's going to be what was meant to happen in between the two of you. In other words, even if at the moment you feel hurt, even if right now it's not where you want it to be, your current position on the map and on your journey is exactly where you are supposed to be. The Wheel of Fortune brings a transformation, the exact transformation that you needed at this given moment. And let's not forget that it also brings happiness and good luck overall. Therefore, there is happiness coming your way after all, Aries. And God knows how much you deserve this after all you've been through. And so let's start clarifying and let's look into the details of this situation. Let's see what this person is planning to do and how this connection is bound to evolve in the next few months ahead. What type of transformation is this Wheel of Fortune bringing to you, Aries? And what else should you expect in your near future? If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Aries, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute live reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aries. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the upcoming events is the Ten of Swords. And this is a card that, first of all, talks about the ending of a cycle. All the pain that the two of you have experienced because of these issues, because of the pride and everything, now it's finally coming to an end. What comes next could see you still together or far apart, but regardless, we'll look into it. But the most important thing that you should know, Aries, is that the pain is about to stop. The pain is about to end. Whether it is something that you were consciously aware of or something that you have internalized and that it's impacting you, but on a subconscious level, this is finally coming to an end. The second thing that is very important with this card is the fact that the illusion is now going to be lifted. The illusion was given by pride and by a lot of energies that we didn't even see here, but that were distorting the reality of things. And now with the Ten of Swords, all of that is going to go away so that you can finally start over with or without this person we will see. Now, Two of Cups. I mean, this talks about a very important conversation. This talks about an exchange of information, messages that are very, very emotional, and we need to see what this is about. Overall, the thing that I think you should look forward to is the end of a painful cycle. And enough of that. You might have already spent way too much time on it, and it's time to really find yourself again, find happiness again, find your true element, which is fire, Aries. It's this passion that you have inside of you and that you have forgotten about because of the events that we described earlier. So let's see what's coming towards you. I want to see, first of all, what this person is planning to do with the Two of Wands and what they are about to do with Three of Wands. So let's start clarifying these two cards, and then we will keep going to see how the situation is bound to evolve at this moment in time. Oh, here we have it. Okay. The Tower. I mean, that's the moment that you really cannot go back from. Turning point. After this, nothing is going to be the same. And look what's coming back. The Two of Cups. Yes. So the first thing that we see from this person is how they are